Hi, my name is Kenneth Odo, co-founder of Analytix Hive. We are building a native Pan-African online technology school where anyone can learn tech skills in their native African language, in addition to English, of course. And in this quick demo, I would like to share with you what we are rolling out to the African market, and more importantly, the problem we are solving and how we are addressing that, right? So, looking at the problem, there's this common saying that talent is distributed, but opportunity is not. And how does this translate? It translates to the fact that we are not equally privileged in a number of areas about life. For example, two young guys, one born in a rural area and then another one born in an urban area. One went to a community school, no internet. He does not have access to the internet or a good phone or not to talk about a laptop, but the other one has access to all this, right? But both of them are equally gifted in terms of the capacity to build as a human, right? But one is plagued by systemic barriers, challenges beyond, environmental challenges beyond his immediate control, and then as against the other. Now, translating this to the global scene, we could see that the average African young guy or young lady in Africa is disadvantaged to some extent, being that in order to participate effectively in this digital transformation, he or she has to pass through a lot, such as I do not have a laptop. That's why I'm not able to complete an online course I registered for, or I struggle with internet, or we don't have power, electricity in my local area, right? So these are systemic barriers. But the other one that people don't talk much about is language barrier. And that one is also one other area, one other aspect that has kept many from effectively participating in the digital economy, particularly people from this part of the world, right? So Analytix Hive is on a mission to address these systemic barriers. We are building an offline first, all-inclusive digital learning platform that makes technology skills accessible to the average man, right? Offline first by design, meaning that we understand that our users are located in remote areas where internet and constant power supply could be a struggle, right? We have learners who do not even have access to a good laptop, right? So that is why we are building a system that is optimized for these people in underserved areas. So in this quick demonstration, I would like to share with you some of the things we are rolling out and some of the approaches we are taking to tackle this challenge, right? So thank you for joining me. So what we have here is a landing page, and I have to mention that this product is still under development, right? So you might come to this page tomorrow and see massive improvements because it's under active development, right? So this is the landing page, and it's basically a platform where you can purchase or enroll in a number of digital skills, starting with IT skills, digital marketing, data skills, among others, right? So this is just the home page, right? And nothing much to share here because the courses have not been fetched yet. The courses have not been made available yet. So most of the things you see here are placeholders, just to mention, right? But then this is the web version, right? I will take some time to share with us the web version. Then I will now talk about the other aspects of it, which is the true promise we hold for our learners, the offline capabilities that we are bringing to the African learner, right? So I would quickly navigate to the dashboard. So this is where you can basically do a number of things, starting with being able to purchase a course, so being able to track your progress, right? Achievements. So I can see here that this learner has been able to acquire a number of badges, right, which you can comfortably share on your social media. Then this is my learning. basically you can see courses that you've enrolled in, and then your progress, where you currently stand. Currently, this person has completed this UI UX design masterclass. Just the normal learning management system. Nothing much here. It still follows the same standards of a normal learning management system. However, so let me just quickly take us through, right? Achievements, analytics, and a number of other things, right? So let's assume that I've purchased the course, right? It takes me to this place. This is where I can stream the course, right? For the web version, right? So the caveat here is that this is the web version, and of course this is the MVP we are still rolling out. So we have a number of our features yet to be released, and those promises we make will be fully delivered by the mobile version of our platform, right? So this is just a web platform. However, despite being a web platform, there are still a lot of features that might be of interest to you, right? We have the AI assistant, which is where which can do things like summarizing your course module and helping you to tailor your learning based on the learner's learning preferences. Q&A, you can ask questions, you can take notes, right? Take notes of your learnings, see the overview, curriculum, and the rest. But more importantly, the other thing I would like to share with us is the fact that we are equipping learners with the capability, the ability to learn without much distraction, like without being distracted by things like I don't have a laptop, like I've always mentioned. So that feature is coming in our subsequent updates, right? But before I share with us, because I've gotten a number of questions asking, how do you say, or what do you mean by offline first online learning platform? It's a contradiction actually, and I would like to address that here. So by offline first, it means we are prioritizing the offline needs. We are assuming that our learner does not have what it takes to be on the internet 24/7, right? Not that you will not at any point have access to. Of course, you will need to have to connect to the internet to be able to download the learning resources. But unlike the regular learning platform that assumes that you have stable internet and therefore you need to stream your courses. For example, Udacity is one of them. Udacity does not have a mobile application for its learners. So it means that for you to access courses on Udacity, you need to be constantly connected to the internet, right? But we don't assume that because our audience are different, right? So how do we now bring this offline first experience to our learners? Now, like I mentioned, this promise will be fully delivered in our mobile app, which the learner would have locally. But even with the online platform, we are still bringing that to life in the sense that we offer them a place where our courses are optimized in such a way that they are lightweight and easy to navigate, meaning you can download these courses locally and access them. But by the time we roll out the mobile application, we're also offering learners a place where they can download these courses locally and even take practice exercises, run their code, such as learning data science with your mobile phone. You do not need to have a robust laptop to start installing heavy applications like Anaconda, Jupyter Notebook, and the rest. We are bringing all those things to you so that you can access them with your low-end device. Now, not just that you're accessing them with your low-end device, you're also accessing them offline. Some of the offline features we offer include being able to, default back to the transcripts of videos, right? In a case whereby you are not able to download the video itself. But beyond that, we're also offering you a platform, a place where you can download this video locally, and then you can also run and execute code, right? Like I've already mentioned. Now, it is locally, and then people might ask, how is it even possible? Our platform is built on top of a technology that really, a suite of technology that really makes it very possible. And I'll just share one of them with you today. What I have here is a typical illustration. If for those familiar with data science, data analysis, AI, machine learning, you will notice that and this is similar to Jupyter Notebook environment, right? Jupyter Notebook is a browser-based environment where you can run code, right, within your, and execute it, right? Now, for many platforms, you would typically either need to have a laptop locally to install and run this heavy application, or you leverage what is available online. But our audience are people that we assume do not even have a laptop, right? They can only connect through their phones. So we are providing a place where they can run codes and they can execute codes and tag along with projects and requirements, exercises, and every other thing, even without having to connect in real time. So this is a typical illustration, and to show you how this works, I will quickly turn off my internet, right? So you could see that my internet is currently off, and I would try and see if I can run this code. Yeah, this is currently on my laptop, but this is exactly how it will work with your mobile phone, right? So let's see. Please print. I'm writing a Python code now. Print hello world, and then I execute it, and then that displays for me. And take note that there's no internet here, right? My Wi-Fi is off, right? Now let's just say first list. Let me just create a simple list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me write some statements. Divide by 3 equals, let me use list comprehension, I by 3 for I in first list, and then I will execute that. And then when I call this divide by 3, right, divide by 3, then I can see it displaying, right? So the purpose of this introduction, this demo, is not to take us into coding, but to show us the possibilities that exist, right? The fact that we can execute these codes locally without an internet. So imagine a learner who is living in a rural area, who does not have strong internet, who does not have steady, even if they have internet, they may not even have the data to connect all the time, right? Or they are suffering with epileptic power supply. You can't predict when there will be electricity. It could be there will be electricity in their place of work, in the night there will not be. So all those uncertainties make it possible, make it hard for one to predict and have a planned, synchronized learning experience, right? So we are bridging that gap through this suite of technology we are offering, and we are rolling our features in starting with the web application. Yes, and I've already mentioned that the full promise will be delivered through the mobile application, whereby the learners will have this system application installed locally, and then they'll be able to leverage this, so that when one is able to connect at any point to the internet, the platform would deliver the learning content locally. Download some of those learning contents to the person's device locally, and then the person at the convenience or at the comfort of his or her own place or home, or whenever they feel convenient for them to learn, they can navigate these courses and tag along. And then the next time they upload, maybe they can take exercises locally, they can complete projects locally, and then the next time they are able to connect to the internet, the platform will automatically send this back to the server, and then this way they're able to keep track of their progress and be able to have an unbroken learning experience. Now, another interesting thing here is that we are looking at localization, the fact that one can learn in their local language. And people would say, why teach people in local language? Well, a recent study by UNESCO has proven that being able to, it was a research that involved over 21 African countries, and they came to a conclusion in their report that if you are able, that learners who learn in their local language have higher rates of course completion, sense of fulfillment and purpose, like being able to have that, being able to grasp the concept up till finish and without any broken experience. And now, have you imagined why? If you look at the global scene of things, I mean the global trend, you see that people in other continents, they teach them and they learn in their own language. Chinese people in China, they learn in Chinese, right? People in US, they learn in English. So why can't we learn in our own mother tongue? Is it a crime? Now, it is not a crime, only that we do not have at this point a robust technology. I won't say robust technology, the willpower to teach people in their own local language. Now, are you not saying that an average young guy in somewhere in let's say in Adamawa, who may not have had the privilege of having superior English and prowess, should also be deprived of the opportunity to learn digital skills? These are some of the issues we are addressing through our platform, and we are doing it in a way that understands the market, understands the people, and understands the trends, so that the average African is able to effectively participate in the ongoing digital economy. So we enjoy you to join us in what we are building and to help make digital skills available to the average African. So thank you for taking your time to follow through with this demonstration. Tenetudo is my name once again, and for any inquiries and support, you can reach out to us at Analytix Hive at gmail.com or hello@hives.africa. Thank you very much and have a wonderful time.